Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome to the Disrupt Your Now show with me, your host, Lisa Kipps-Brown, and my co-host, Rachel Garrett Mercer. And y'all are going to die. We have the most special guest tonight, and I have to tell you, Trevor Johnson is my hero. I'm going to give you a full disclaimer first. Yes, he is my cousin, but he amazes me every day. And the reason I wanted him on the show is because I think that we adults can learn so many lessons from him, because Trevor is only 17, but he has owned his business for 3 years. He started it when he was 14. And you know what? I bet you he makes more money than a lot of y'all adult entrepreneurs out there. I'm not kidding. But he also is mid-level red belt in Taekwondo, which if you don't know anything about that, like me, it's right below black belt. He plays bass guitar, and he is a Lego master. We're going to see those in a bit. And he's a videographer. So Trevor, welcome to the show, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Tell everybody about your business. First, let's talk about your business, your lawn care business.
Right. I have like 10 clients, including us, and plus 6 of more is what I do when they need it.
Yeah, like if they're on vacation and they can't do it themselves.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So in the summer, you do, like, you cut their grass and you do the edging. Well, your employee does the edging, right?
Yeah.
And you cut the grass and everything, but then in the wintertime, you blow snow, right? Because you're in Iowa. Yeah, they're in Iowa, Rachel, where...
They probably need a lot more of that there than where we are.
Yeah, exactly. So what is your favorite thing about lawn care?
Just cutting the grass and making it look like lawn art.
Ooh. See, I love that.
That's really interesting.
And the way that your business got started, now I want you to correct me if I'm wrong. The way that your business got started is, first, a neighbor saw you mowing your family's grass, and they were so amazed. They were like, hello, he does such a better job than my professional lawn care business. And they canned them and hired you, right? So tell it, when you got that very first customer after your family customer, what did you think when people first started paying you?
I just thought it was cool to make a lot of moolah.
A lot of moolah, yeah. And did it surprise you, though, that they would pay you to do something that you think is fun?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's like, hello, I'm out here having a good time, and there are other people who don't want to pay. A friend of mine, Richard Mulholland in South Africa, said, when you combine laziness and busyness, when you can combine lazy and busy, it's gold. That's awesome. What lawn care is, Trevor, because people are lazy. They don't want to do their own lawn, and then they're busy. They have a lot to do, so they feel like they can't make time.
Well, Trevor, and I want to know more about what you said about lawn art. To you, is that like making the stripes, or what does that mean to you?
When you start cutting the grass, it just looks like it just feels like art to you, because half of it is light green and half of it is dark green.
Ooh, yeah. That's interesting. I've never thought about it like that, but that's really cool. That's really cool.
And I bet your stripes are perfect, aren't they? You know how when you mow, it makes the stripes? I have a confession. I love to mow the grass too. And I'm like, those stripes have to be perfect. And we don't have carpet now, but when we used to have carpet, when I vacuumed, you know, when you push the vacuum forward, you pull it back and it leaves a line. I had to push it forward and pull it back because it had to be, and then I had to do it side by side, and I couldn't go crossways because it would drive me crazy. It's kind of the same thing as with mowing the lawn, right, Trevor?
That sounds about right.
And so when you're out there, you're going to make those stripes perfect. There's not going to be any like, you see some people's lawns and it's like, it's
That's
just
probably mine, y'all. I'm not like you guys. I don't have the skill. Trevor, if I lived near you, I would be hiring you because I just don't have the time and the effort to do it. So that's amazing that you have the time and that you made that into something that's your own, which I think is really fascinating.
Well, Rachel, I bet you he will come to Nashville and do your grass if you pay him enough. So what else do you want to ask him about his business, Rachel? Because her business is not even a year old yet. So you've been an entrepreneur much longer than Rachel has.
Yes. My question for you, Trevor, is so you had your first client and that felt really cool. So did you seek out other people or did they see what you were doing? And was it word of mouth that people were just talking about you in good ways? How did that work?
Well, I think they saw me doing one of our neighbors' lawns, and they might have inspired on and they might have inspired me on doing the lawns.
Sure. Very cool. And then Lisa mentioned you had another employee. So you have someone that works with you. How does that work?
Yes. Tell them who your employee is, Trevor. Who does the edging?
My dad does.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes, he puts his dad to work. But Trevor is the one in charge.
That is really the dream.
Stephen does the marketing, right, Trevor?
Yes.
Okay.
But see, the thing is, Rachel, Trevor delegates the things that he knows that he doesn't like the most and he isn't the best at. And that is what is the hardest thing for most entrepreneurs to do, Trevor. Most people do everything or they don't want to let go. And so what happens is they waste their time doing the stuff that they're not good at. But you right off the bat are, 14, 15, 16 years old, and you're doing what the rest of us numbskulls haven't done in decades.
Yes.
And Trevor's like,
the fact that it's yours too, I think is just so special because you're not having to worry about, you get to worry about your overhead. You get to worry about, hiring your employee who you love, that kind of thing. You get to make your choices and decisions, which I think is, kind of everybody's dream. If you're wanting to be an entrepreneur, we talk about your own schedule, that kind of stuff too. So that's really cool. How many days a week are you normally cutting grass? Is it every day or do you have to just work it around like when things grow?
No, I mow them on like four days a week.
Okay. So the other 3 days, what do you do your other 3 days? Are you doing business stuff or do you get to kind of work your business for 4 days and then go do other fun things?
Trevor. What's Stephen telling you what to say? It's okay. So tell her the other things that you do on other days, because I know you do a lot.
Oh yes, I also like to build some Lego sets, and if you want, I could show you around.
Yes, please do. Y'all are going to be amazed. I want to tell you, Rachel, Trevor does not go by the instructions. A lot of things are mechanical, and these humongous sets he'll put together in like 6 hours. It's crazy. So 2 days, 2 or 3 hours each.
Yes.
Is that Hogwarts?
Yep.
Yes. Turn it to the side a little, Trevor. We can't, or move back a little. We can't see the whole thing.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh, look. Oh, and I have here's the Virginia Tech Hokie in the background too. Yes. Trevor, is that the castle that y'all showed me the back of the other day?
Yeah.
Can you show Rachel the back? It's really cool.
This is fascinating.
Isn't that? And he did it in like 6 hours.
I don't know that I would have the patience. That's amazing.
Here's the inside.
Trevor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at the back. It's like inside the room.
All of the different
Cool.
That is really cool.
Trevor, do you remember how many pieces that castle has?
8,000 in 32 bags.
Okay, Rachel. I want you to go buy that. First, it probably cost $600 or $700. Then I want you to put it together in only 6 hours, and I want you to report back to me and see if you were able to do
I
it.
feel like we need to have competitions here now. I'm feeling like competitive.
Is a model set.
Wait, go back over to the first thing, Trevor, the red thing. I missed it. What is that?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
That's the Weasley house.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
That's the monster book.
Okay. And you know what that is, right, Rachel?
Yes.
Isn't that cool? And these are all Legos.
That is the coolest.
All right, keep going.
And those are Technics you're seeing. Life-size machines.
And they work, Rachel.
They work.
Yeah, if there's anything that you want to turn on or demonstrate for us, feel free to, Trevor. Look.
I have never seen something like that. That is too cool.
The first time I saw one that he did, I was actually up there and I haven't been able to go in years. So it probably was, he was probably like 11 or 12. And it was this huge thing with all these motors going and gears. And all right, what's next, Trevor?
What's next set?
Yeah. Show us the amusement park that you showed me.
Oh, I'm excited to see this one.
You're gonna love it.
All right, sorry.
Wait,
Oh, it's fine.
we're making y'all go all around. We're just taking
Yeah, sorry, Stephen. Got to put you to work. Look at these things. They're everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and Rachel, he pays for them himself, unless it's something that he gets for a Christmas gift. He pays for them himself, and they're not cheap.
Well, if it's something that you love, though, what a motivator in business. Oh, my gosh.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's like he knows when he's out there mowing, he can calculate, all right, what do I need to get my next? Look at that.
Oh, my gosh.
There
They're
we
all
go.
going. Look, the Ferris wheel, too.
Yeah, go get closer to the merry-go-round, Steve or Trevor, whoever has it, and let us see what's on it. And the horses are even going up and down, right?
It's the coolest.
And it has mirrors. It's awesome.
That is awesome.
Okay, now let's go look at the Ferris wheel.
Here's Main Street Disney.
Oh,
I was gonna
okay.
ask, I thought that looked like the Disney castle.
Oh my gosh. That is so awesome.
I'm like leaning in. I'm like, this is so cool.
No, he's got everything there. Disney needs to be paying you, Trevor. By the way, we're giving them some Disney and Lego. We're giving them some free publicity. So what's that? Not the thing to the right of the roller coaster.
What is this? Tell them this.
That's the haunted house. And if you want, and I hope you're a little interested in the haunted mansion. That's what it kind of looks like because it has this.
Yes. Oh, it's actually got the whole thing.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh
It has
my
an elbow
God.
there. And in 3, 2, 1.
That's so cool.
That's one ride I could not do, Trevor.
Me either. I don't. I'm chicken.
I can't do it.
Look at this roller coaster. I just love this. Oh, look, there goes the car up the hill.
This is amazing.
Isn't that so cool?
It's like it needs its own like Instagram page so we can highlight
I
all
know. I know. And he gets it, and he doesn't like he might use the instructions a little, but he basically just has an engineer's mind, and he just, oh my God, look at the train. It would take me forever. And Trevor's just like putting it together. That is so cool. So is that train from Disney?
Yes, that's a train for Disney.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's a train for Disney.
Trevor. Oh my gosh. He is light. Isn't this awesome, Rachel?
This is literally the coolest thing I think I've seen.
And I want y'all to be
like this.
I want you. What? Wait, what, Trev?
Oh, it's got the whole inside too. Oh my gosh.
That is so amazing.
That is the coolest.
I want y'all to understand, the people in the audience, I want you to understand that Trevor is 17. He owns his own business that he has owned since he was 14. Wait, what, Trev?
So this is Beauty and the Beast room, since you're seeing that. This is Fantasia and Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Tangle, and what else?
The detail work is just
I know.
Cinderella.
Wow.
And it's also this. The glass slipper.
Oh, cool. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Think of everything. That's so much.
They do. And I just think it's so cool that, like I said, Trevor's only 17. He's owned his business for 3 years. And all of these things that all these Lego sets, unless it's like a birthday or Christmas gift, he buys with the money that he makes. But look, y'all, think about it. Think about how long it takes to put it together. Now, he can do it a lot faster than us. He'll build one of those huge castles in like 6 hours. But that is 6 hours that he's not working. So think about all of us, we adults, and we're out there working our butts off to make money, but all we do is work. We don't do the things that we love to do. And Trevor is getting paid to do something he loves to do. And then he's turning around and using that money to buy something to enable him to do something he loves to do. And that's why I want him on the show. I'm like, okay, y'all, we got to take a step back and learn from Trevor.
Yes. Well, I mean, at 17, I'm like thinking back. I'm like, okay, it's been a while. You know, it's been at least 10 years. But thinking back, I'm just like, I don't think I even I didn't think about it. You know what I mean? Like having those like thoughts and ideas of like, what do I want to do? Like really, you know, you think of college, but when you love something like that, like even, I mean, the lawn care business is amazing that he has grown it to what, you know, is enabling him to do all this. It's incredible.
And the thing is, there is a lot of competition in that business.
I'm sure. Yes.
And in the snow blowing business, because since they live in Des Moines, so it's not like in the olden days when I was growing up, Trevor, that, you know, it was just like a kid down the street that took a rickety old mower down and mowed. Now people are really, really particular about their lawns. And he literally is taking business, Rachel, from professional lawn care companies. And it's not because they're just like, oh, Trevor's so handsome and awesome, we want to hire him. Or Trevor's cheap, we want to hire him. They're like, oh my gosh, he does better work than they do.
Yeah. Well, and Trevor, that's a question I have for you too. I don't know if you can think back to when you were like setting your prices. Did you have to do a lot of research on your competition to figure out like how much do you charge to mow somebody's grass or make it beautiful with all of the edging and everything?
I don't know. They just probably like see me mowing the lawns and they thought it would be a good idea if they hired me to do theirs.
Yeah.
And your dad probably helped you set the pricing, right? He probably said, oh, it's worth this much, and that's how much you should charge. And that's another example, Rachel, of having professionals who can give you the advice so that you make the right decisions from the get-go, so that you're not, you know, you're getting a shortcut to success.
Yes, that's amazing.
Trevor, do you want to tell us about the snow blower thing this past winter when you had a problem and y'all thought you needed to take it to the shop? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there was one problem we actually had. I mean, like, Dad was helping me with the snowblower, and then sooner or later, a newspaper just like accidentally got stuck into it.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay. But he was going to take it to the shop, right?
Well, he just like accidentally picked it up on the streets. He didn't like see it at all though, because it was like covered in snow.
Yeah.
Did you have to take the whole thing apart?
Yeah, because the chute also broke.
Stephen did it. So, from what I understand, Rachel, and please, Stephen, correct me if I'm telling fibs on you. From what I understand, Stephen was planning on taking it to a repair shop, and he came out, and Trevor was messing around with it. It seems like, what are you doing, buddy? He goes, I think I figured out what it is, and it was like maybe a $25 part. All they had to do was go get it, and Trevor figured out what it was and put it on. And I bet it would have been $200 if y'all had taken it to the shop, Trevor.
Oh, that's right, Lisa. He figured out what we needed to do. We looked up the part online. It's 20-year-old snow blower. We found the manual. He's like, it's this part. We got part numbers. Found somebody we could order it from, and it cost like $20.
See, that is so cool.
Seriously amazing.
I figured out how to put it back together, and he could see it, and he's like, we got to do this, got to do that. And he's got an engineering type mind, and he could just see it.
Yeah. He just looks at things, Rachel, and it's like, I mean, I'm one of these people, I look at things and I get ideas. But Trevor looks at things and the mechanical stuff is just coming together in his mind, and it just like happens automatically.
Yes, there are people.
I mean, gosh, he probably saved his company. I'm not going to say he saved Stephen because it's his business. He probably saved his company $225 because you went and did that research, Trevor, and you just understood kind of naturally what to look for, right?
Yep.
It's like, I mean, I think about it's something very similar to this. We're doing renovations on our house, and it's the same thing, Lisa. I'm like, I have the ideas, and I think it's going to be so simple. We're just going to do, X, Y, and Z. We're going to paint it or whatever, or whatever needs to be fixed. And then somebody else can come in and go, we have to do all these other steps. So I love that your brain works like that, Trevor, and that you can think through things that I never would have thought of. I would have taken it to the shop, like just like that, There's all kinds of stuff like that.
I know. I thought about you this weekend, Rachel, because you posted the pictures of the guys tearing down the walls, but you're already seeing in your mind what you want it to look like, right?
Right.
See, that's how I would be.
Yeah.
Miss Rachel,
Wait, what, Trev?
just one thing I want to tell you, Miss Rachel. Have you seen my movie trailer?
No, but we're going to show that right now. That's what I was going to say. This is another amazing thing about Trevor. He has this engineering mind, and he's very precise with the mowing, and he's, mechanically inclined. But check this out, y'all. You got to give me a minute because I have to pull up this video.
I'm so excited.
But Trevor is an awesome videographer, and I'm only going to show you this 30-second one because I know y'all don't have attention spans. But wait for the end. Watch, y'all. Keep your eyes closed. You have to watch carefully or you'll miss it. I just love that. I swear, y'all. Even though I got to make sure I don't remove the wrong thing. Now, I faked it a little bit then, my jumping. But I'm not kidding. Even before the show, when I pulled it up to make sure it worked, even though I knew it was going to come, I would kind of forget. I would get so absorbed, and then I would go. And Trevor, oh wait, hold on.
There it is. I'm sorry, my thing lost connection. I was going to ask, do you like to make things in the same genre? So like, do you like more of like the horror suspense thing, or do you make a lot of different kinds?
I make like a lot of different kinds. Like I make like recordings of one of my Lego sets doing like hard rock music. I also do like horror videos like that one on this show with like me in it because I kind of like zombies and horror nights.
Yes.
And then of course for third, this is sort of my most favorite part, I make a movie of heroes from another world that save our lives from evil, and I use like real life rides from like Disney World to make them look like that's where they're saving us from.
See, that's cool.
Now, Trevor, I want to ask you. Well, I only asked you to send me this really short one because I know my audience is totally, they have no attention span. And I knew that while we're live, they wouldn't be able to think long enough for us to show them anything longer. But would you be willing to send me some of your other videos and let me put them in a special place that we can share them with the audience? Because Rachel, you're not going to believe some of these. One of them, I felt like I was watching a darn Alfred Hitchcock movie.
I would love to see them. If you want to share, I'd love to see any and all. That's just so cool to me.
Will you send them to me, Trevor, and then we'll set them up in a special place that people, not right now, but you can send them to me tonight or tomorrow, and we'll set them up in a special place on my YouTube channel, and that way we can link people to it and they go see it anytime.
All right.
See, Rachel, don't you think that most people who are really mechanically inclined and really engineering type are not creative
Yes.
at all?
The fact that you have both and that you're pursuing both in different ways is so cool to me. That you have, I think especially the fact that you work your business for 4 days and then you have those other days, maybe that's why you're more creative, to really dig into those other sides of you, which I think is fascinating, that you have the ability to do that and to get all of those like pieces of you out into the world. I think that's probably the most special thing.
It is so awesome. Oh, and Trevor, I don't think I told you that Rachel studied theater in college.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that? I bet y'all could do something together, Rachel.
Be fun. Yes.
That
I
would
know
be
I'm
cool.
a videographer, so you've got that on me. I can figure out the scripts and stuff like that. But the video aspect is just so cool to me. I've never been able to really get into that very well. So I think that's awesome.
I have an idea. You can work on a script for Colin for a video, and then we supply Trevor with the raw footage and photographs and stuff.
That
and
is
let him put his magic to work and see what he comes up with.
That would be.
Wouldn't that be really cool for you to do a video for a NASCAR driver, Trevor?
All right.
And
Yes.
then, okay, so now tell us about your Taekwondo. How long have you been taking? Do you remember how many years?
About like 7 years.
Okay.
And tell us the rank. And for us dummies we dummies who are not familiar with Taekwondo, explain it to us. So you're mid-level red belt?
I'm called middle red. Red and white means middle.
Middle red, okay.
Okay.
And that's right below black belt, right?
Yes.
And you test for each level? Is that how that works?
Yes. Once you get through every movement, like your forms, your punches, and your kicks.
Okay. Then you can kind of advance to the next thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I am, if I look distracted, it's because I'm opening another tab. I'm going to paste a link in because I did an article about Trevor the other day because I wanted people to learn more about him. And so I did an article with the photo gallery, and there's a photograph of him with his Taekwondo. What do you call it? Is it called a G, Trevor? You don't call it a uniform, right? You call it a G?
No, it's called my Taekwondo outfit's called a Taekwondo uniform.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
So I just pasted and linked. Y'all can look at it later, but a link to an article that I did, and it's got a photo gallery. Trevor with his bass guitar and his Taekwondo uniform and some of his Legos and a photograph of him mowing. Trevor, tell us about the meals thing that you did where you go and what is it called? The volunteer thing that you do to feed people. You know what? Do you remember the name? Hold on. Training table. Tell us about that.
Oh, Meals of the Heartland, you meant?
Yeah, I think so. It's called the van that I see is called Training Table, but it says that y'all feed student athletes who may not have easy access to food.
Fellowship of Christian Advocates.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, the FCA. Okay.
So
Okay.
you're familiar with that, Rachel?
Yes, a very long time ago, Trevor. I used to be a part of an organization in North Carolina, very similar to that in high school. We did some things like that. That's incredible. How long have you been doing that?
3 years. I mean,
Wow. Okay.
The same length of time that he has owned this business. Trevor is so much more fully developed and well-rounded than the rest of us.
Really though, like really though.
Isn't that really cool? So look, y'all, you have to go look at the link that I pasted later and you'll be able to see him. Tell us about the guitar lessons. You play bass guitar, right?
actually, I play electric guitar.
Okay. Do you want to play anything for us, or did you say that your speaker is messed up?
Well, just we'll see like how we do.
Okay.
It might not work.
It'd be awesome, Rachel.
I know. I'm just like waiting for the next thing. I'm like, this is
That's
so
why I
fun.
say Trevor's my hero. He is so well-rounded.
It's like, what can he not do? This is awesome.
I'll play a cool song. This is called "Crazy Train" from Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay.
In case he's watching this, I hope you're ready, my man. Here it
I love it, Trevor. That's awesome. Thank you. And look, Ozzy, if you're watching, give us a call. Okay. There's a lot Trevor can do for you. I guarantee it.
That was amazing.
Isn't that so cool? All right. So we talked about the videography. We talked about Legos. We talked about Taekwondo and guitar. I'm just trying to keep my mind straight because I'm old and crazy, Trevor. What else do you want to talk about?
I do want to talk about my driver's.
Oh, that's right. He just got his driver's license.
Oh,
Tell
very
us about that.
So a teacher of mine named Mr. Michael was teaching me about driving on roads and thinking about signs.
Okay.
And then he teaching me like how to like turn on different lanes and stay on roads going straight. What?
Straighter than your mom, right? Is your mom there? Is your mom there or just your dad?
It's just my dad.
Oh, okay. So straight between the lines. Okay. I bet you're perfect at that though, right?
Yes. And I've been driving on road with my mom and dad every day getting to school or any other place. And when I was once I've done all that, I've also did practice on explaining about how stuff of that of what a sign means and what I have to do. And the reason is I passed that and I was up getting this.
Oh my goodness. Look at you, Trevor. That is so awesome.
Official,
Well,
you're official.
some people in our family, not me, but there have been several people in our family that decades ago failed their test and had to retake it.
Oh, no.
So I won't reveal their names, Trevor, but yeah, so you beat several people in the family. But let me ask you this. When y'all went to Polly's Island, okay, y'all live in Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa. For the people, for those of y'all who don't know, it's like middle of the country, in between the two coasts. So y'all went to Polly's Island. Didn't you help your dad drive like on interstates and stuff?
No, I didn't.
Steven, come to. You did drive some on that trip, right?
No, he didn't drive on the interstate because we were pressed for time.
Oh, okay. But he did drive, right?
We're down there some. He drove while we're down there some. And he's driving.
Yeah. So in a different state.
So he's come a long way. It was amazing to see him pass the test and everything he did to prepare for it.
That is so cool. Rachel, he lives in Iowa, flat, nothing hard, whatever. And, South Carolina over at the coast is flat, but it's still like little short streets, lots of trees, curvy, whatever, not like the long straight roads. So the fact that he went from literally, he just got his license right before going down there, right? Not long?
Right, he did. He got his license right before we went. And then, he's, like I said, he understands, like the engineering side of things. He is, the way he processes things is like, what are the rules? How do things go together? And so driving is like a puzzle. It's like, what do you do? What are the rules of the road? And he's going to study them and learn them and know them exactly the way they're supposed to be. And he's probably the safest driver on the road, to be honest.
Yeah.
Say yes.
Rules, and everybody else is breaking all the rules. So
I know, really. We're like, oh, we can take these shortcuts. And so, look, y'all, I want the audience to learn from Trevor because there are a couple things. First of all, we're hard on ourselves. And we think a lot of entrepreneurs are misfits. And we're like, I am. I hated working in the corporate world. I was good at what I do, but I just felt so stifled. And so there are a lot of us who just feel like no matter where we go, we feel like we don't fit in. And the problem is that we're trying to make ourselves fit into this box that we were never meant to fit into. And the beautiful thing about Trevor is he already knows. He's decades ahead of the rest of us. He's like, I know what I like. I know what I'm good at. I know how to figure out things. And so he doesn't even try to squish himself into that box. Trevor, you just have so much to teach all of us dumb old people.
Like who?
Well, like me and Rachel. But Rachel's not as old as me. Rachel's less than
You two do not look like nerds. You look like best friends.
We are best friends. But you know what? We're nerds and we're proud of it, right, Rachel?
Absolutely.
But the problem is that most adults are like, I have to fit in this box. And we put pressure on ourselves to do the things that don't feel good to us or that we're not good at, or even that we have to dress in a way that we don't like to because we feel like we have to fit in the box. And I just love, Trevor, that you know what you're good at, you know what you like, and that doesn't mean you're going to own your lawn care business forever. Shoot, who knows what you might end up doing. But you're doing something that you're great at, and you are taking customers from established businesses, but not because they're like, oh, there's Trevor, he's so cute. It's because you're so good at what you do. And they're like, if I'm going to spend this money, I'm going to spend it with somebody that does the best job.
yeah, Lisa, to put a bow on this, he just look for it, Trev. Keep looking at him. He really his work ethic is off the charts. He works hard at everything he does, And I think, when we watch him just go from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, he's very busy
Yeah.
with everything he's got going on. But he really, I've never seen anybody that works any harder than he does. I mean, he really cares about it. He puts everything in it. And we just kind of are on this journey with him and what's next and where we're going. I mean, we're talking about college options and things like that. But it's all out of the box. It's think differently, like you said. It's just, pave your way, and don't do it the conventional way.
That's right.
I love the idea of paving. You just hearing you say that, that just warms my heart, because I wish more parents and more people would just tell each other that, you know what I mean? Just pave your own way, because that right there is such a special thing to hear from somebody, but to also embrace yourself. I don't know. I know, it makes me feel so good, because I love Trevor so much, but we have so many lessons that we can learn from you, Trevor. Seriously, right. I'm not saying this to be like, oh my God. I'm serious. It took me so many years to understand myself. And I used to put so much pressure on myself, because Stephen, as you know, my degree was in accounting, and I used to put so much pressure on myself that why did I not fit in with, the firms and everything? Not that I was fired from anything, but inside me. Yes.
Why was I so miserable? Why couldn't I just suck it up and do what everybody else in my field did? And I just feel like we all have so much to learn.
He teaches us every day. We're learning every day from him. And, but on the out of box thing, he saw a thing the other day, Monster Jam has Monster Jam University. And it's I want to go there to go to college. And I'm like, well, okay, let's go.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, let's do it. Where? So Monster Jam University, that's a thing?
That's a thing. It's in Illinois. It's a real thing.
That's really cool.
Well, hello. When I share this on LinkedIn, I'm going to tag them, because we've just given them free publicity, because we didn't even know they were out there.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, look. I'm going to announce something now, Rachel.
Okay.
That Christina said that. She said, this is Christina, Stephen's mom. Trevor's mom, who is my cousin / sister. And she said, Trevor's a true testament to disrupt your now. And so I'm going to break the news right now. Trevor is going to be in my book.
Yes.
Disrupt Your Now.
So exciting.
Yes, the Disrupt Your Now, the Successful Entrepreneur's Guide to Reimagining Your Business and Life. And Rachel is in it, Trevor. Rachel is in the book too.
Hey, book buddies, I'm excited.
And we are going to have what, Trev?
There was one thing I didn't actually. I said congratulations. There's one thing I also didn't tell you too. Do you know Gravedigger, Rachel?
Gravedigger? I don't know. What is that?
It's a monster. It's a monster. Or Chuck, get a model. Mayday.
I don't know.
Here, you'll see.
Okay. I was gonna say I don't know that I'm familiar at all with that. I'm interested to see what it is.
It's a type of monster truck with enormous wheels, and it's kind of and he's enormous looking.
Okay. Are you the type that you want to get in a monster truck? Is that what's exciting to you?
When I was at Monster or Jam, it just showed it up to me.
Wow.
Would you rather build it or be in it, or both, Trevor? Would you rather build the truck or be in the truck driving it, or do both?
I would say I'll be in the truck. Oh, by the way, this is what he looks like.
What?
Oh my. I think Rachel needs I think Rachel needs one of those too.
Ah, that's so cool.
And you built that?
You're gonna like the most. Can you see me in it?
Wait, see you? Oh yeah, see you. See,
I see it.
Yes, in there. Oh my gosh. So did you build that truck, Trevor?
No, we just no, it's real actually. We went to a Wells Fargo arena.
Oh, okay.
actual monster truck. It was
Okay.
pretty darn amazing.
I've heard of Grave Digger before, but I didn't know that it was actually a monster truck. Pretty darn amazing is right, Trevor.
Awesome.
And
Isn't he? You know what cracks me up, Rachel? A lot of times when I'm talking to Trevor, he uses bigger words than I do. Or earlier when I said something and he goes, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Huh?" Trevor, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at me because you're so much more sophisticated than me.
Just lazy. We get lazy, Lisa.
I know we do get lazy. I'm so excited that you're going to be in my book, though. The other thing I was going to tell you, though, Trevor, is that before we launch the book, before people can buy it, we're going to actually have like a conference online where people who are in the book can speak to people who want to learn from them. So you're going to be able to do that if you want to.
I'm in.
You can help people understand how to follow their dreams instead of trying to be like everybody else, because that's boring, isn't it?
Not too boring.
All right. I have had you almost an hour. So is Rachel, 2 questions. Rachel, is there anything else you want to ask? And Trevor, is there anything else you want to tell us, or any lessons or anything important that you want the audience to remember?
Oh, sorry, you hear my construction in the background. Sorry, everybody.
I know what it was.
No, I don't have any more questions. I'm just excited to hear what's in the book about you. I just have enjoyed this so much, seeing everything that you've created. I'm just truly amazed, and I'm so glad I got to meet you. I've heard such good things. I'm just so glad that we had this conversation.
Nice to meet you too, Rachel. If I sent more videos too. Oh look, Jim just texted.
Look, Jim, that's Trevor's uncle. He said Trevor's killing it. He needs his own show. Jim, I agree. We're going to start the Trevor show. I think we need to kick that off sometime soon, and I'll help you do it, Trevor. Yeah, I mean, you don't need me on the show, but I'll help you get it started. Jim is so right. You are amazing. You are kicking butt. Oh, sorry, language. Trevor, the reason I said that, I'm half teasing him, half teasing me, because whenever I say any ugly words, Trevor catches me on it.
Oh, good.
Sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing it. He's like, language, Lily. So, Trevor, do you have any messages for we older people who are not living our dreams, who are afraid to be who we really are?
The only answer is of messaging you is keep moving forward.
Yay!
I love that. Yes.
I agree. Trevor, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. I appreciate it. And you know I love you so much.
I love you too.
Ozzy. Oh, wait. Ozzy, call us. Call Trevor. Right? See y'all later. Hang on after this. Don't go anywhere, Trev, okay? I'm going to turn the show off, but you wait for us, okay? Thanks. Bye, y'all. See you next week. I can't remember who's on my show because I'm too excited. I'll tell you later.